Welcome back, YouTube. We're jumping right into it. Didn't mean to hit that button. But yeah, just her basically talking about challenge. Nothing. Okay, we're catching up. Okay, we're in the lead of her turn time. But guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, make sure you share the video. Okay.
Now that's more like it. I'd say that was acceptable.
Okay, we have a few more rings to go. There we go. 8 more. This is not bad flying at all.
Excellent.
I'm not doing the best flying in the game, but I like the views. That's the best part.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Okay, there's few spots where it slows down on us, but anywho, let's keep going. Let's hit this.
Brilliant.
There we go. And I see the end goal. We kept it under 2 minutes.
Aha! Brilliant.
I'll take it. Okay, there we go. Now let's talk to her. She won a strong competition game.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
We shall see.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve.
I won't.
To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Revelio.
Definitely check my time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
Okay, well, yeah. It's. Oh gosh, is there anything around here that I can? No, it's the W. Okay. Evasive maneuver. Okay. Well, what is the top time for this one? Oh gosh. Where's your time, girl? Your time is nowhere on here. I would have beaten Ruby Wheels time, I believe. Oh well. It's time to fly back. Fly back? No. What am I talking about? There's no flying back. We're gonna travel the easy way. Here we go. Like, what am I thinking? Yeah, just fly on back. Get out of here, Jeremy.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Here we go. We walk around here.
Back from your latest flight?
Yes,
I want to
am.
hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly.
No problem. Okay.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Anywho, let's jump off to the next mission. Like I said, we need to do a Sirona Ryan into 3 brew sticks. Okay, she wants me to help her with something. I should find out what she needs. I just need to make sure I do that and then jump into the estates. Let's hope that this doesn't take long. If it does, then I have to delay it for another time. I'm hoping it doesn't. I hope it goes pretty quick.
Glad you came.
No problem.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
We're actually working together.
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
Okay.
You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Oh, I definitely will. I haven't met her in a long while either, so yeah, no, it shouldn't take that long. I've already been there once and already met the people, so. And they're lovely, fantastic people.
Upper
Hey
Hogsfield.
there, Nis.
Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle? It's like a place right out of a storybook.
She's right here.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful.
I already have some.
I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk clumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Okay, well, let's head on over. It's not that far
Hope they
away,
know
so.
what they're doing.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Hello, nerd. How's it
Thought we'd
going?
forget about that goblin helm you stole. It isn't Nora Treadwell's guardian.
Want me to use a mandrake? Nope.
Just how many witches?
Diagon.
Stop sticking around like
You're fine. Yeah.
Afraid.
Yeah, I do have some hork lumps ready. Okay, well, let's enter in this place and we'll see what else we have.
Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Incendio! Getting there. Just a few more hawk clumps to harvest. Revelio.
Okay.
Confringo!
Yes, miss. Thank you for the licks on my fingers. Yeah, back off, you little fiends. That's one way to get around it.
Almost there. One more hawk clump to harvest.
Yeah.
That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
No, I'm just here to try to find. Okay, I can't use my broom. I figured that would be the case, but hoping I can use my broom to be a down, so I can jump down and use it to stop to break my fall, basically.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Defender. Arresto momentum. Potato.
That's fine, I didn't need to hit that button. my gosh.
Defender! Arresto momentum. Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
No.
Glacius!
Ah. Come on.
Confringo! Glacius!
Oh,
Rest easy, my large friend.
challenge complete.
Confringo!
Well,
Revelio!
oh, hey, little chipmunks. I mean, squirrels.
This must be Sorona's box of letters.
I'll let you guys read this. Because there's a lot to read and just try and collect them all. Okay. Because I know there's a lot to read. And this is one of the things that where I'm just like, I'm not gonna read all of these letters. This is like this. This one is very long.
I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Okay. No, it was a little bit long, but it's fine.
I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk clumps.
Yeah, she's not that far away.
Wonder who lives here. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk clumps for you, and I found Sorona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sorona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this
Oh,
box
boy.
of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything in here that's important. Okay. Okay, now let's head on out. Oh yeah, I can just always just fast travel over there instead of just always try to go the extra mile. Okay.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
You're not wrong, they kind of do. Oh, hold up, lady. I just tossed him back there.
Revelio.
Field guide paid. The 3 broomsticks guide. Currently run by Sirona Ryan. Allegedly as old as Hogsmeade itself, the 3 broomsticks is the longest standing gathering spot for villagers and Hogwarts students who want to enjoy beer butter or fire whiskey. Ooh. Give me some fire whiskey, lady. I'm like,
Hello, Sorona.
Oh,
I
I
have
love
good
them.
news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
May I ask you about the letters in the box?
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
Were you on the Quidditch team?
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
Oh, that would have been great.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
Okay. Mr.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand, and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Oh. That's good. I'm happy for her. Well, like I said, we need to go to here. Even though we're running low on time, I'll make this one a little bit extra long. How far is that? Let's cut some time out, and I'll be back with you guys when I get really close. Okay, guys, we made it. Oh, time to wait.
You made it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I definitely know I made it, man.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Okay, let's go.
This way.
Yep. You take the lead. And
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Okay, let's enter. Come on. What are we waiting for?
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Okay, let's read this real quick. A letter from Anne Swallow to Sebastian Swallow. Sebastian, this is my potion kit. Not yours. Leave my things be. Anne.
Revelio.
Okay. Letter from Sebastian to his sister Anne. Dear Anne, Howard isn't the same without you. Well, Sharp is still as foul, but you know what I mean. I hope you're feeling better, Sebastian. Okay. Sebastian's a
Are
good
you
kid.
all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Sebastian.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
To me,
I wish you well.
Solomon needs to understand that there is a...
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
Surely there's some...
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
I'm sorry,
I
dude.
hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
He is trying to do what he's doing.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Please do.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
They're
All
both.
the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate.
Hold up.
They've been digging for something.
Yep. Sorry, I just want to get that. I see things I need. I want. Okay.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. The only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. There you are. Rubber up white.
Levioso!
Oh, you think you're I've seen you like that before. I will. Stupid.
Levioso!
You've made your last mistake.
Okay, what's my last mistake?
How childish! There you are.
Incendio!
Accio. Let's get it. I won't rest.
Protego!
Dead.
Stupid!
I'm a goblin, not a toy! No! I won't rest. Dead.
Levioso! Flipendo! Levioso!
I've been fighting since before you were.
Why don't you come up here and fight me?
Your spells glance off of me.
Arresto momentum! Confringo! Lulo!
I confess.
Oh gosh.
That was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to...
Revelio!
Oh my gosh. That was more than I bargained for too. Ooh.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific
Revelio.
reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Gosh.
Revelio.
What else are they hiding? Huh. Yeah, here's another spot.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio.
Okay, let's go, man. Cause I don't know what else there is around here. Oh, there we go. Investigate.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Revelio.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it now. This is from when... Okay.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Okay, time to give you some more information about...
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realise it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
What? Only one way to find out.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Well, let's hope you can come down here with me. Oh.
Lumos.
Okay. It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors, even some of our own healers, are doing all that they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who had lost a child. I could not bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to keep these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them, as it would be to rid of them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Lumos.
Woo, close one. I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It is as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. So I lose hope. Will I forgive, regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fruitless consequence of doing something good with my ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Incendio. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
No, it's a dumb idiot Sebastian. Get over here.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Yeah, right now...
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Oh, I'm touching it. Coming? Okay. We should. It's gonna take a while to load in because we are traveling a far distance. But that's beside the point. Let's see.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Ooh.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Okay. That looks. Okay, well.
Anything helpful in the note?
So, Sebastian.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch.
No
Till
problem.
then.
Well. Okay, we completed that. And now I will end the video here, everyone. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.